Hey guys, and welcome to my DIY channel. My name is Annalie, and in today's video, I have the opportunity of working with Cricut. So Cricut has sent me this Explore Air 2 and the Cricut Easy Press 2, along with all of these amazing supplies, and I cannot wait to show you what we are going to be doing with these today. So to get started, we are going to be using this tool. So right here, I wanted to show you guys, this is a tool that came in the kit from Cricut, and anytime you see that arrow pointing down, that is indicating that this can be inserted into your machine just like this. So you push down until it clicks and then close the latch. Here is the Cricut design space. So this is canvas, and I wanted to show you guys how I wanted to make some paper flowers. So I just typed in paper flowers and scrolled down until I found a project that I really liked. What I really like about this is once I click on a project, it tells you how hard it is. So this is an intermediate level, how much time it takes, what you need, so materials to cut, everything else, preparation, everything, you guys. And then down there at the bottom it says make it, and it literally walks you through step by step. I am a brand new Cricut user. I have never used this program before, and this was so easy to follow, and I absolutely was just blown away by the ease and how quick I picked up on learning this canvas space. So you can see over here on the left-hand side, there are all of the mats for you so that you can change out the different colors of paper that you'll be using for the paper flowers. So I was going to use these, and then I actually shifted gears. So you'll see me actually cut out something just a little bit different here, but it's still the same concept. So once I decide what colors of paper I am going to be using, then it's time to go ahead and come over here and select your material. So you can see it said vinyl, but I'm turning the dial on my Cricut machine, which you will see me do, and it switches it to cardstock. And now you can see that we are cutting some cardstock. So I'm going to be making a little spring wreath with some paper flowers. This is the wreath I'm using. It's from Joann's. It's very small, but I went ahead and I got all of these colors cut out in just a bunch of fun spring colors. And then using these tweezers that were also from the toolkit that Cricut sent me, I went ahead and I clamped down on the edge, and I'm just wrapping this little spiral cut flower around, and I'm actually holding it very tight. So I'm going to go all the way around until this entire piece of this length of paper is completely wrapped up, and then there is a circle there at the bottom. So pull out your tweezers and then let the flower relax just a little bit in your hand, and it does it naturally because you kind of wound it really tight, of course, and so it springs back. And then I just used my hands to play with it and adjust it to the size that I liked it, so to basically how tight I wanted it to be in the inside. And then that little circle flap right there, you just glue that into place, and then that holds your paper flower right into place. So I went ahead and I did this to all of the colors, so you can see all of my flowers that are made there. And then these ones are actually just a layering flower, but that tool that you saw me use in the very beginning that I put into our machine is a scoring tool. So these flowers, where you can see that I bent them up a little bit, it scored the paper before it cut the paper so that it put a fold line into the paper for me, which made folding these papers so easy and just gave this realistic look of the flowers. So right here are the leaves. I'm folding those in half too because they're, like I said, they're scored, so they fold so easily. And there is a completed flower all done. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like after the glue dries and you have everything in place. And then I went ahead and I'm just gluing these on to this tiny little wreath. I purposely wanted it to be really small because I'm going to be putting this up on a little sign on one of my shelves that I'm actually still making. But I'm putting these in place with some hot glue. And so putting the leaves down first, and then just gluing these underneath and going up and around and putting these on. So you can see the different textures, the different shapes of these flowers. And you guys, I'm telling you, this is my first time ever using an actual Cricut. And so I've used a cutting machine before, but only with vinyl. I have never worked with paper before. So you can see how easy this is. This project was labeled easy, so that's what I went for, to see how I could do and give myself some confidence, of course. But you guys, look at this. First time Cricut user, and that's how easy this was. I know sometimes these things can be just a little bit intimidating, but I'm here to tell you that if I can do it, you guys can do it. And it is so much fun. I've had so many people tell me how much I'm going to love my Cricut, and they are not wrong. You guys, I am loving it so far. And this is a true and honest opinion. I have not been asked to say this by any means, but I'm very impressed with all of the things that I can do. So here's the wreath all done. And I am so excited to expand and see what else I can do with the paper and flowers and everything with the Cricut. All right, next up, we're going to be using this holographic vinyl that Cricut sent me. I was really excited when I pulled this out of the box because I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. So I have a shirt here for my daughter, and I don't know if this is the correct way to measure, but I wanted it to fit on the mat. So I'm actually using the mat to measure how wide I want to cut what I'm going to be cutting here on this shirt. So my daughter is 4 years old. She just had a birthday, actually yesterday, and we are going to have a birthday party for her this weekend. So I'm making her a birthday shirt. So this is some iron-on transfer vinyl that came in my box. So we're going to be using this pink color here and then the holographic vinyl as well. So you can see that I just spun my dial over to the iron-on, and then you want to make sure that you are putting the dull side up. So you saw earlier that I showed this, the shiny side. Shiny side goes down, dull side up. And then using my cutter that Cricut sent, which is amazing because it's very important to cut your vinyl straight when you're putting them on your projects, because then you can make them straight. Weeding is so satisfying. This process is called weeding, where you take out and remove the vinyl that you don't need. So using this little hook tool from Cricut, I went ahead and I pulled out all of the vinyl that I didn't need. And you can see here how easy it is. It just pulls it right up. And I'm telling you guys, weeding is so satisfying. It's one of my favorite parts of doing these projects. So right here, we are doing a little birthday shirt for her. She is doing a mermaid themed birthday party. So we are actually, I'm combining these two. So I've got some holographic vinyl and some pink vinyl, and we'll be doing that for her shirt. So here is the Easy Press 2. Again, you guys, this is so easy to use. Exactly like it says, easy press, it is easy to use. You do not have to actually press. It does all of the pressing for you. It comes with this mat that I have set the shirt on, and so I can use it right on my countertop. And then I'm just arranging this to where I want this to go. This is just a decal that I found from the Cricut Design Space. And then there's also a heat guide that comes with the Easy Press 2 online. So you can get on and see how hot you need your shirts to be. So it tells you the temperature for the iron-on vinyl, and then it tells you how long you need to leave it. And then make sure you flip your shirt over and do it on the back side for about 15 seconds after you do your front side. So the holographic vinyl needed a different temperature, and so that's why I did it in 2 different sections. So here you can see I'm setting the timer, and it is so easy to use. You set it and forget it. It's amazing. Like the heat, it's so easy to use in the sense of you just have to press it on. Set it on, excuse me. You don't have to actually press. You just set it. So here is her shirt right here. I told her to hold still, and she gave me that look. So I said, okay, never mind. You don't have to hold still. You can dance. And she was very happy about that. So she is 3, turning 4, and she is dancing her way into her birthday with her cute little birthday shirt that I made using my Cricut and my Easy Press 2. All right, you guys, I'm also going to show you a different way to make a shirt. So here again, this is just from the Cricut Design Space. I cut out this little rainbow, and this is just in regular vinyl. So I'm transferring this onto a screen. So we're going to be doing screen printing. So I'm showing you that you can make a shirt with iron-on vinyl, and then I'm going to show you how to make a shirt with screen printing using vinyl. So again, I cut this out with my Cricut, put this onto the screen. Please make sure that you use this tape. This tape is going to be what keeps it from getting on the rest of your shirt, so that it's only going to be pushed through where the vinyl is at. So then I went ahead and I taped my shirt into place, because if I need to lift this up and down, then it doesn't move, and that way I can make sure that I'm getting the coverage that I want. So I taped down the shirt just like that, and now we are ready to go. So using some fabric paint, I go ahead and put this on, and then just using a squeegee or a press, all you do is just push this over a couple times. Make sure that you press firmly to get the paint to push through the screen, because this is going to go through, but it's only going to go through where the vinyl cutout allows it to go through. And I am doing 2 colors with this little rainbow piece. And so I am right now just using that one color, the first color. And then you'll see here in just a minute that I use a second color. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. So you can see that I'm avoiding some of the areas that I don't want the paint. So I'm going very carefully and I'm pushing it over several times. And then this is the second little one that I'm doing, and I just avoid the heart area. This is actually a trickier way to do this, and you don't necessarily have to do this. You can cut out several pieces of vinyl and remove them from your screen. However, I'm a little bit lazy and I don't want to wash my screen in between each time of doing this to remove the old paint color. So I kind of just made this up as I went, or maybe there's maybe a lot of people who do it this way, but you can see that I'm just putting the colors where I want them to go. So here in just a second, we're going to lift this off and you'll see that the print only went through where the vinyl allowed it to go through. And there it is. And then you're going to use your heat press to set this fabric paint too, because this will fade a little bit over time, but it really sets so well. It only fades because the shirt fades. Clothing naturally fades. So it really only fades because the shirt fades, but please make sure that you set the ink with your Cricut as well. So this is a different way of doing it. So you can see that I left 2 of those rainbow pieces in there. So this is the other way that I do it. It's still very much a lazy way. So this is a shirt for me. I'm making me and my daughter matching shirts. So again, I'm taping it down and I'm taping down the neck. So when I lift it, it doesn't move. One huge thing that I forgot to do is please make sure that you put a piece of cardstock in between your shirt. I completely forgot this, and I'm lucky that I really didn't get any paint that pushed through to the other side, but it definitely could have. So please be sure that you are putting a piece of paper or something or cardboard in between the shirt. So basically go up the shirt to protect the back side of the shirt. So right here, you can see that I left the vinyl in place so that in case I did get some of this paint on there, then I could kind of basically be just a little bit messier, so to speak, because you really want to make sure that this pushes in well. So then I lifted it up, and that's why I want the shirt taped in place. And now I'm removing these other 2 pieces of vinyl. And I'm also off screen here, which I didn't realize that, so I'm really sorry. I was just kind of going to town with this. But here's the other color that I am pushing in to the vinyl. And then in just a second, we will lift it up and we will heat press this. Again, make sure you always heat press everything that you set in your shirts. And here they are. Here we are modeling our twinner shirts. Okay, next we're going to be using some of this infusible ink with these coasters that Cricut sent me. So you can see there's some round ones and some square ones. And then this is a watercolor infusible ink kit. So there's 4 different colors in this infusible ink, and I felt like these pastel colors were perfect for some Easter decor. So I went ahead and I picked a decal in the canvas design, the Cricut Design Studio. And then I got that cut out. Again, just move your dial over to infusible ink. And this cuts out, like weeds out very stiff. It really looks and mimics like paper. And so just make sure that when you're weeding it, it can tear. So just be careful. And the part that you want will stay on the film. So that little white screen that comes with it, when you click it over to the infusible ink setting, it doesn't cut through that, so that way you can have that little backing to put it on like you need. So I went ahead and I got this all weeded out. You guys, these tweezers were amazing because I accidentally lifted that little piece off and I was able to put it right back where it needed to go. So then put down a piece of cardstock and then put down your coaster. Again, we're using the mat that comes with the Easy Press 2. Or actually, I don't think it comes with it, but you want to use it with it. And then I put it on the coaster, and then there is some butcher paper that comes in the infusible ink roll pack. So put that down, and then you want your temperature to be very high. It's at 400. And then this is for like, it's for like several minutes that you put this on. But the look of this, you guys, is amazing. This is such a cool technique. I was blown away by this process. And the Easy Press distributes an even amount of heat, and it works so good. When you remove this, be very careful. Use your tweezers because it is very, very hot. So don't touch it until it is completely cool. But I used my tweezers to just remove that for me. So I will be making 3 different coasters. This one is going to be a little bunny rabbit and some butcher paper, so you can see I've already put the heat press on it, and there it is. Look at that ink just infuse in there. These colors are perfect for Easter, and I absolutely love how these came out. And the ink just infuses in there. These are infusible ink pens, so again, there's an arrow on them, so you can insert them into the other side of your cutter, and then just using some copy paper. When you are in your Cricut design space, you will go in and you will select the custom setting, and then you will go and type in copy paper, and then it will take you to where you can just use regular paper. So this is just regular paper with this infusible ink marker, and this draws a picture for you. You guys, this writes, this carves, this, I can't believe how much this machine does. It's incredible. And so I get these 2 little prints drawn out, and then using some more infusible ink, I add just a little bit of color. So coloring the carrots orange and then the tops of the carrots green, all with the infusible ink. And then I'm gonna get this cut out, and we are going to press this onto another coaster. You can use heat transfer tape. I did not have any. I recommend using it so that it doesn't move. Fortunately, this did not move for me. And so this is after it was pressed, of course, but look at that, you guys. Look at that. That is just from regular copy paper and heat markers, like heat transfer markers. So here are my cute little tiles or coasters set up on my 2-tiered, I can count, my 2-tiered shelf, so my tiered trays. And for this last project, we are just going to be very traditional, and we are going to be using some vinyl. So this is a piece of wood that I got from the Dollar Tree. I painted it white, distressed the edges just a little bit, and then I found this little decal. I actually created it. I used a couple of these to create my own decal. So I cut this out from Cricut Design Studio, and then I also created my own, and I was able to adjust the size to how big I wanted it. It was so user-friendly, you guys. Again, Canvas is so easy to use. I was a little intimidated when I first opened it up, thinking, oh man, this is gonna be a learning curve. And I'm telling you, I had this down in just a matter of minutes. So I went ahead and I got this transferred. I do have a Cricut squeegee, but I left it inside, so I was really lazy and I didn't go grab it, but the Cricut squeegee is amazing. So I'm making this little sign because I did a lemon theme in my last video, and which I also used some vinyl for, but this is gonna go up on my floating shelves with my lemon decor. So I just traced the edges here using a marker, which I also could have used vinyl, but I just went ahead real quickly and did some marker. But this is just your regular vinyl that you cut out and then transfer, and this is it. You guys, look at the possibilities. All right, guys, and that is it for this video. Thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring this video, and you guys get excited because there are going to be so many amazing things coming your way that will be Cricut made. Here are my floating shelves that I have done with my little lemon theme. If you guys missed that video, that will be on my channel. And if you guys want to, leave a comment down below and let me know which things you guys think I used my Cricut to make on these shelves. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below. Like this video and consider subscribing if you'd like to. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.